Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to Danganronpa, where things become ever stranger. What we need to do is open up these and make sure that the bodies that are supposed to be in there are actually in there, so that we can know for sure that everyone who we have assumed is actually dead thus far really is. Yes. So you're not going to let us open it, are you? Yes, the instruction manual. We looked at that already. Sometimes Makoto's lack of cooperation is very frustrating. Just repeating what he said already. I think that's everything to look at in here. If he's not going to let us actually open these and see who's in there, then there's nothing more to do but go to the last area. How I wish Kyoko were here. That would help tremendously, I think. She would have no qualms about such things. Wait a minute. The body's gone. Unless I'm just blind? Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Where is it? If it's not here, and it's certainly not in the morgue, or if it is in the morgue in one of those things, then there is a body missing, like I had originally thought before I remembered that this was supposed to be here. This area gets soaked by the sprinklers every day, right? And it doesn't break the camera, I would imagine? It's in the GoPro family. And apparently the Monocoin family as well. Yes. I don't know that that's really important. Chickens? Yep. Can't imagine that the monitor is going to be anything new. Sprinklers at 7:30, we know that. Well, I guess they want to be high-tech, Makoto. Back here. Maybe? I'd better check just to be sure. Well, the body is not in here. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. Alrighty. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. I'm still confused as to why the side exposed to the sprinklers is dirty, but whatever. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. Biolab. Interesting. So this is not from the art room downstairs, it's from the biolab. Then this originally came from the biolab? I'm beginning to formulate a theory, but I'm kind of reluctant to say it because it sounds kind of implausible. But if it's correct, then that's all I really needed to check here. If it's correct, then Monokuma broke. Oh, come on. It can't be time for the trial yet. We still need to go back to the bio lab, rather. Then Monokuma broke different rules than we thought.
This is a school announcement.
Yes?
Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
Somewhat. So you're not calling us to the door?
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Thank you.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
So it's not a requirement. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? No, I think he wants to distract us. It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. Or a tart, as the case may be. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh gee, we're not even given a choice. Oh, hello, Hero. Where have you been? Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. Why don't you tell us so we don't have to go speak with him? You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Are you afraid of us, Hero? Has Monokuma given you some reason to be afraid of Makoto? Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? I think he has lost memories. I know it's not going to let us, but I'm going to try to leave. I'm worried about how Hero was acting, but right now I need to get to the gym. Yeah, that's what I thought. Grand entrance there, Monokuma.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? Here. This must be the envelope. Good deductive reasoning, Makoto. Way to put that cerebellum to use. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Okay. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Okay. This kind of supports our theory that we were all here at the school before this killing game began. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. It's even got Mukuro there between Hiro and Mondo. I don't see Makoto, though. I don't think. Where is Makoto? Makoto's not in this. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. That is the girl from the photo in the file. That's Mukuro. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file... Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. Well, unless you're the anomaly and weren't actually in the school previous to this, then my guess is you're the one taking the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. Yeah, well, you wouldn't, would you, if we're right about memory erasal? I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean? Could it be everyone else and just me? No, I don't think so. Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So I mean, get out. But...
How strange.
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd totally be out of left field. Error. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo. So, in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. So was Hiro just freaked out by the picture? Did he get the same thing we did? And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Well, I certainly wouldn't put it past him. Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How can anyone fake that? I don't think it is fake. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That would be the smart thing to do. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Yes, but first we want to try to go check out the biolab again, if you will allow. Please, Makoto. In we go. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out. Again. Huh, Toko? We probably should get her out of here. It's not good to be sleeping in a room that's so cold. You could slip into hypothermia and just die. She didn't have any qualms about opening the things. Yep, the light's still off there, so there is a body missing somewhere. It's open! Oh, but Toko! And of course... Toko, are you okay? No, no! She's not dead, is she? No, but she is Genocide Jill. Ah! It's cold! It's super cold! It's so cold, I think I might catch cold! Yes, except for the fact that temperature doesn't actually cause colds. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. And I'm sure you won't.
I see!
What? Was I asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I assure you I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Oh, what then? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? No. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory. No, I think you've each probably got half. Yes. Okay, so the memory is important?
Huh?
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. We saw him in the headmaster's room, but I guess we're not going to tell you that. Probably for the best.
Oh, I'm on fire!
I knew it! I totally knew it! I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Yes, I'm sure he's very lonely. For your company. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? Well, one would assume that there's blood on that body she looked at. There's gotta be some reason for it. This? The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. Okay, I don't know who this is. I'm hoping it's Kyoko. Haha, thank you. She faints so easily. So good to see you, Kyoko. Will you help us search these bodies? Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. We had deduced that. I know that may surprise you, but we did it all on our own. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. Oh, you knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Who knows?
Anyway,
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Let's look at it first, please. Yeah, good idea. No, not good idea. Look, who is it?
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Yes. Yes, let's look and see who these bodies are and who is missing. Because someone's missing, even if it's Mukuro who was killed last there. Or something else. Because Mukuro's body is in here. Is it? Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. So if this body is Mukuro, then whose body of those that we think are dead is missing? Alright, so this kind of ties in with what I was reluctant to say. So here goes, here's my theory. Either the missing body is who the mastermind is, so someone we thought that was dead isn't dead, or, and this goes back to them breaking rules that we didn't think they had broken, they reused a dead body, someone who was already dead for some reason, and that's why they exploded the upper body so we couldn't identify them. However, that's kind of weird because I think we would have noticed that hand tattoo before. Was there anyone else that wore gloves most of the time or all of the time? I'm not sure. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? Well, she doesn't want you getting in her way. I can't say as I blame her. So should we re-examine or just wait? I've already looked through this instruction manual, but more importantly... Here? It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. You've got to not be so squeamish, Makoto, if you want to live. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not? Because she thinks he's trying to distract you all, as I thought.
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? It's possible? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Unless you still are not aware of the missing memories thing. Is that it? Okay, it's the same thing again. What do I do to advance here?
Because...
Do I just look at everything again? You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Yeah, the one in the shed that said Biolab on it. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Oh, okay, so I guess that hadn't been added to our truth bullet yet. That makes sense then. Try this again. Yes. Kyoko. Darn it. Alright, just look at the camera and the monitor then. I don't have time for this. Okay. Okay, this is repeating now. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do rather to advance here. Do I just leave? She said to stand in the corner. Oh, can we look at these? Is that the deal? Okay, that's just the same thing again.
It would seem...
Ah, there we go. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's. At last, he's about to get it. There's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights? But there's supposed to be 10 people dead.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. Okay. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. So both of those wounds were not the killing blows, or the means of murder. Cause of death, whatever you want to call it. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Yes, what was the fatal injury? Okay. Single time, yes. Back of the head. Other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Were these other wounds the cause of death then? Had it been dead for several days? And if so, is it not a new murder? Is it a reused body? The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is they were inflicted several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference. Well, if they are the cause of death, then they're still semi-fresh. The dead body is old.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they gave.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old. Yes.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds. It makes it sound like they've been there forever, not like they're related to the murder. Yes, it does. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? Well, we got the Monokuma file right after she was discovered. Not maybe right after she was killed, which could have been further in the past. So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What? Yep.
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can you? So, are we saying that this isn't actually Mukuro and Mukuro is still alive? That it's a disguised body? The explosion and everything? Whose body is it then? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. Yeah. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Okay, I will do that.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you would like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Yes, I would like to know anything and everything. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? So you actually did see this page and didn't miss it. You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. Interesting. We should look at our student log to see if anyone else is consistent with those measurements, now that we know that this may not actually be Mukuro. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Yeah, I'm going to do that, just in case something weird goes on as soon as this conversation's over. Okay. We'll just go through all of these. 5'3". It's definitely not Makoto, I hope. Otherwise, we're playing a zombie. Alright. I think we can rule out the guys, though I'm not certain. Well, Hifumi's 5'7", but the weight is quite a different discrepancy there. Okay, Sayaka is 2 inches shorter and 11 pounds heavier. Well, Kyoko's standing right in front of us. Aoi's a lot shorter and heavier. Well, not, a lot, but, Toko is shorter, but she's still alive. And so is Aoi, for that matter. Sakura is much bigger. Celeste is close, but Kyoko said the body was consistent with the actual measurements. Hello. 5 feet 7 inches. 97 pounds, which matches what I've got written here. And a 31-inch chest. We don't know the other two measurements, waist and hips. I think this body may be Junko. Yeah. That seems right. That would explain the injuries all over the body too, because she was pierced by about 10 different spears of Gungnir.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Junko's got the same measurements, though. Could she have also been in Fenrir? Or are we saying that Junko was actually Mukuro all along? I can't. That photo's so bad. I can't
And?
parse And their hair color was different, so that kind of throw things off when I'm trying to compare.
So then,
Oh, accidentally got auto go on, sorry. Alright, so that's all we wanted to ask. Gotcha. Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. We should actually check the other things too. Oh, wait. Are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair, oh yeah. Lots of interesting things going on here now. But she still got killed, she's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? I have. I've also heard live by the sword, die by the sword. Well, yeah, but still.
whew.
You really are naive, you know that? Yes, I know that. All too well. It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. She could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Oh, so she decided to help you put it back. That's what you meant. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Show her the photo. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh, yes. The notebook we found. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Oh. We have to physically click again. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? We need to also tell her about the locker that had Heroes things in it. I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook. Is this your handwriting?
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. Yes, well, there's been other developments. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? What video? The one that we were showed way back at the beginning of the game, each of us seeing a different thing? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. Do you need the handbook? I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. Well, you've got a point, but you need to see the other one too. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Are you giving us your video? Class 78 urgent interviews? That doesn't seem like the video we thought it was. Yes.
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I will do that. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD, hopefully soon. All of these seemingly disparate clues will come together to mean something that clears things up. I certainly hope so. Okay.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. You have a question for me? Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Sure, Kyoko, I always have time to listen to you. But we, unfortunately, have run out of time for this video, so that will have to wait until the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a like below. It really does help tremendously. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.
Danganronpa.